Homeless teen save his biker's daughter in the blizzard. What happened next will shock you. The blizzard hit Detroit like God's fist. December 18th, 2019. Temperature 15 below zero before the windshield. 25 below with it, the kind of cold that kills. The kind of cold that makes people stay inside. Lock their doors, pray for morning. When Ashford didn't pray, she stood in the Jefferson High parking lot, watching her breath freeze in the air, and felt something worse than cold settle into her bones. Fear. Real fear, the kind that makes your stomach drop and your hands shake, and your mind go completely, utterly blank 30 minutes earlier. She'd been fine, normal. Just another cheerleader at just another basketball game. Doing just another routine. The crowd had roared the team had won. Her friends had laughed about weekend plans, about winter formal, about boys in dresses, and all the meaningless things that filled their meaningless lives. Wren had smiled, nodded. Played her part, Sarah Reeves. The name on her school ID, Sarah Reeves, the girl nobody really knew. Sarah Reeves, who absolutely, definitely was not the daughter of Declan Ashford, president of the Hells Angels Detroit chapter. 2 years of lies, 2 years of hiding. 2 years of pretending to be normal, because her father wanted her to have what he never did, a childhood, a chance. A life outside the club, Griffin Carmichael had destroyed that. In 30 minutes, the memory played in her head like a horror film. Griffin cornering her after the game, all charm and confidence in that smile that made other girls melt. Winter formal next weekend. You and me, what do you say, Sarah? She'd said no politely. Firmly, the way her mother Iris had taught her. You don't owe men explanations. Baby girl no is a complete sentence. Griffin's smile had died. Something else had flickered in his eyes. Something cold, something mean. He'd stepped closer, invaded her space. His breath smelled like beer and entitlement. Come on, don't be like that. I said no, Griffin. You think you're too good for me? I think I'm not interested. That's when his friends had appeared. Garrett Stone, Brendan Cross. Cole Fisher, 3 hockey players. All seniors, all twice her size. They'd formed a circle around her, casual, threatening. The parking lot was empty. Everyone else had gone home. The coaches were inside, the lights were dim. Griffin had grabbed her arm. Not hard, not yet, but firm, possessive. You're going to regret this. She tried to pull away. He tightened his grip. His friends had laughed, and then they'd moved fast. Coordinated, like they'd planned this. Like they'd done this before. Into Griffin's beam doors locked. Child safety locks engaged. Her phone in her hand, one desperate call to the emergency line. Her father made her memorize 3 words before Griffin ripped it away. Daddy, Jefferson High, help. Then driving, not toward her aunt's house where she was supposed to be staying. Toward the back lot, the old one behind the condemned gymnasium. The one nobody used anymore. Griffin had turned around in the driver's seat, that smile again colder, now crueler. Here's what's going to happen, Sarah. You're going to sit out here and think about your attitude. When you're ready to say yes, like a good girl, you come find me at Garrett's party. 5 blocks east, it's 15 below. His smile widened. Then I guess you better decide fast. They dragged her out. She'd fought, screamed. No one heard, no one came. Brendan had thrown her phone into a snowbank 20 feet away. Cole had hurled her keys in the opposite direction. Garrett had laughed, actually laughed. As she hit the ice, the BMW had roared away. Taillights swallowed by white. And Wren Ashford, 15 years old, daughter of the most feared man in Detroit, had been left to freeze now. She stood in the empty lot, wind tearing through her cheerleading uniform like it wasn't even there. The cold was beyond anything she'd experienced. Beyond pain, beyond thought. It moved through her skin, her muscles, her bones, turning everything to ice from the inside out. Move her father's voice in her head. Movement is life, stop moving. Start dying. She forced her legs forward. 1 step 2. Her feet were numb. Her hands were numb. The snowbank where Brendan had thrown her phone. She had to find it, had to call her father back. Had to tell him exactly where she was. 10 steps, 20. She fell, got up. Fell again, the snow was knee-deep, heavy, impossible. Her fingers dug through it, searching, desperate. Nothing, just cold and white and endless, nothing. She tried the other direction. Looking for her keys, maybe she could get into the gym. Break a window, find shelter, something. Anything but her body was betraying her. Shutting down. The shivering that had racked her for the first 10 minutes was gone. Now that was bad. She knew that was bad. Nursing class was sawbones last summer. Hypothermia stages when you stop shivering. Your core temperature is critical. Organs failing, heart slowing. Death coming, she collapsed against the gym doors. Metal frozen, locked. Her vision blurred, her thoughts scattered. Time became meaningless, seconds, minutes. Hours all the same. This is it. The thought came calm, clear. This is how I die. Frozen in a parking lot because some boy couldn't handle rejection. Her father would burn the city down. When he found her body, that was something. That was justice. Griffin Carmichael would learn what it meant to her of the Hells Angels. Wren closed her eyes. The cold didn't feel so bad anymore. Almost warm, almost peaceful. That's when she heard footsteps. Callum Thorne heard the scream from the science wing. He stopped mopping, bucket in one hand. Mop in the other, industrial cleaner smell burning his nose, like it had for the past 6 months. The school was supposed to be empty. Game ended an hour ago. Coaches left 30 minutes back. Just him and the night custodian supervisor. And that guy was passed out in the break room like he was every shift. Wind had to be wind. The storm was getting worse. Radio said worst blizzard in 5 years. Windshield 25 below, dangerous, deadly. The scream came again. Faint, female, desperate. Cal's grip tightened on the mop handle. Everything in his 17-year-old body told him to ignore it. To keep mopping to finish his shift. Walk the 5 miles back to the abandoned laundromat on Woodward, where he'd been sleeping for the past 8 months, and survive another night. Getting involved meant attention. Attention meant questions. Questions meant social services. Social services meant foster care. And foster care meant hell. He'd been through 4 homes after his grandmother died. 4 homes in 8 months. Each one worse than the last. The first family had locked him in the basement for forgetting to do dishes. The second had stolen his grandmother's coat, the only thing he had left of her, and he'd had to steal it back.